If you want to support the predator poachers catching the sickest both near and far, go to the pinned comment. If you're on Rumble, press the red join button to see over 30 videos early and uncensored for only $10 a month. We can't do this without your help, so join our locals.
This channel is a group of investigative journalists who make educational documentaries showcasing and educating society, especially parents and legal guardians, about potential scenarios that result from young people and adults conversating online if left unchecked. We conduct thorough interviews with consenting adults in an attempt to understand their perspective on why they partake in these conversations online with people that are not of age. The goal of the interviews in these videos and the videos themselves is to gain an understanding of the perspective of the individual being interviewed, so parents and the rest of society can be educated and aware of potential thought processes and desires of adults online to unsupervised persons not of age. These videos are not to cyberbully, harass, degrade, accuse, or threaten any individuals partaking in the interview process or in the video itself. We do not condone any of these actions. These videos are strictly educational, and we grant full permission for academia, which is any classroom setting or in scholarly papers, to show or cite our videos. To ensure that these videos are strictly used for educational purposes, we strictly adhere to YouTube's community guidelines, such as not revealing someone's personally identifiable information, in other words, PII. YouTube defines personally identifiable information as their home address, email addresses, signing credentials, phone numbers, passport number, medical records, or bank account information. We thoroughly look at and edit our videos to ensure that none of this information about any individual is shown in our videos. To ensure extra privacy for each person that is a subject of an interview in any of our videos, as of September 1st, 2022, to thoroughly comply with YouTube's harassment and bullying policy, there will be no mention or information about the last name or first name of any person interviewed in our videos. Due to potentially illegal activities discussed in our videos, law enforcement in the respective jurisdiction we conduct these interviews in is notified of each interview and video filmed by us. We are not accusing any individual interviewed of being guilty or committing a crime. That is the job of law enforcement. We are not vigilantes, and we do not condone vigilantism or vigilante behavior, such as taking the law into your own hand or not notifying law enforcement when a suspected crime takes place. We are investigative journalists. Trigger warning. Some of what can be discussed in these videos can be sensitive to some, emotional, or stressful. The only goal of these videos is to educate the public. At the end of each video, as of September 1st, 2022, there will be an educational portion at the end to discuss what was talked about in the video and to discuss what people can take from that video and learn from and tell others about. Our goal here is to bring awareness and educate the public. Now the video will start.
Don't resist, you'll make it.
Make sure we don't get you in trouble. We gotta kind of talk about what's going on here tonight.
Yeah, try the conversation.
My name's Pete. Jeff. Gordon. Nice to meet you. So what are we doing out here today, man? Let's just be honest here. No, tell me to get back to her. Okay. And I guess kind of how it was for your meeting. Huh? Oh, I guess let's just be, I think you're an honest guy, obviously. So kind of how old is she?
She said she was 12, but okay. Yeah, I don't know.
Appreciate the honesty. Okay. So, I guess, I don't know what time it is, but it's almost 5 in the morning here. What's kind of the reasoning for coming to meet her?
Well, I was just coming to talk to her or something.
What was kind of discussed in that? Yeah. So it's kind of like usual, like just. Alright.
But I wasn't when you were there.
So yeah, I think that's all you guys kind of talked about through the conversations is just kind of inappropriate stuff. And looking at you, and that's why we had you come here. We could have your house. We didn't want to do that. I don't know if you live alone or not, but we figured we'd come out here and talk to you here. I don't think you were going to force anything upon her. Everything that you kind of talked about, I think that stuff would have just probably been left up to her, right?
Well, yeah, that would never done it for me, so.
Jeff, just a little bit ago, we kind of said, are you sure you want me to? Okay, we talked about you're pregnant, you know what I mean? But
I've never done it.
so it was, I guess, kind of the purpose of coming here.
The purpose is to come to talk to her.
You Navy vet?
Huh?
You're a Navy vet?
No, my brother-in-law.
Your father-in-law was. Okay, well.
Come from a good family, yeah.
Good family. You alright?
No, I'm not handed with that.
Alright. That's freezing out here. I guess, how did you and, each other?
Actually, we just met on the internet.
Met on the internet. Is your, just curious, because we have the messages here and everything, is your last name?
That's my doctor name.
Okay. Is there a reason why you kind of have on your Facebook instead of?
No, it's just I go by.
Have you? And I know you, and I don't mean to. Yeah, sit down. We'll sit down. Yeah, you ever been accused of something like this before in the past?
Yeah, I have.
Like accused, like went to prison, like for some time.
So what do you guys anyway?
Well, it's we have a group called Kid Protectors USA. We just make sure kids don't talk to adults, adults don't talk to kids, all that stuff.
Okay, okay, I understand what you're saying and stuff.
Right.
That's the reason why. I mean, well, in my last message, I said, "How old are you?" For sure. Well, on your next birthday, she said 12.
Yeah, so she said she'd be 12 in December, so that kind of.
Well, she never said December. She just said on her next birthday. That was serious. So I said I'd come over and stuff, but
No, exactly. And we want to take your word for it and all that. But it is cold out, and there's obviously a lot to unpack, and we don't want any rumors circulating just because of
well,
people.
I mean, I'll put it this way here, okay? I will delete her off of my Facebook, everything else, so that way I don't have to worry about any of this stuff here.
No, we know you'll do that. That's why we actually are talking to you. Like if we thought that you'd just kind of not take anything we're saying and just dismiss it, we wouldn't be here talking to you.
Oh no.
But
no, I appreciate it because of simple fact of stuff. I know that there is a lot of people that do this stuff.
Right.
A good friend of mine and stuff was just now, he just now went to prison and stuff.
Yeah.
Actually meeting a younger girl.
Jeez. Okay.
And actually, honestly, he was caught right down here in Noswood Park.
Wow.
And he was actually caught in the act of shoot this girl.
Jeez. Okay.
And then they see her. But no, I mean, it's not that it's just, I like talking to people because of simple fact of stuff. Another friend of mine and stuff, actually, she is 16 years old. And
Is it like a real life friend, or?
Yeah.
Nice.
And the thing is that she's actually out herself. She's 16 years old.
Here in town?
Yeah, here in town.
Okay.
And she, what's it called? She's older than they birth to one kid, but she's out here screwing half a dozen to a dozen or more guys a day.
Jeez.
I know. And I sit there and I actually literally went to her and actually talked to her. And told her, I said, look, if you do this here stuff, all you're doing is take a chance of taking and putting yourself in jeopardy to where you end up to catch something or whatever.
Well, who's this girl? You're doing good work, man. Like, we appreciate it.
Well, her name is,
Okay.
I won't give her last name,
Yeah, that's fair.
but her first name is, and
How did y'all meet? How did you meet?
she is actually a friend of my friend.
Okay. So,
And I met her through him.
okay. So did y'all like first meet in person, or did she like kind of hit you up online?
Oh no, I knew her personally.
Okay.
So, but that's the way that goes.
Nice, man. So did you also meet her like at a kind of like a raunchy time just to kind of teach her a lesson, or?
Well, no, actually, I actually met her in a restaurant. And I
Nice.
talked to her
Oh, well, that's good. That's good.
and stuff like this. So.
Did she? What was she expecting out of that meeting with you?
No, I told her that I wanted to talk to her to try to get her away from the bullshit shit.
Right. But was it kind of like something with today where she was like getting, then you were going to come here to teach her a lesson? No. Okay.
No. Because I bluntly told her stuff. I said, look, I know how old you are, and there's not going to go and stuff. I said, I don't want you out here going and trying to catch, going out there guys and stuff and turn around and end up going and catching some kind of a disease that that you may never be able to get rid of, and it could end up killing you.
No, that's awesome. So you kind of give kids advice and just kind of make sure they're on the right track.
Yeah.
Nice. So online, do you also kind of get there for kids, give them advice, and make sure they're in the right direction too?
Yeah, in a way I do.
Nice. What platforms do you use to kind of help kids out and make sure they're steered the right way?
Well, the thing is, when it comes to a point like, okay, I tell her herself to just go and get help and stuff to where you can get treatment and stuff to keep doing this.
Of course.
Because you're taking a chance of killing yourself.
Right.
And then you got to look at stuff. You got a daughter or stuff that you got to look after.
Mm-hmm.
And stuff like that. So that's why.
Well, I guess what I was asking, like, are there people online, like, are there other people besides online that have tried to come to you and you kind of try to steer them in the right direction like this?
Actually, there has been.
Awesome.
But some of them's not even in Illinois. Some of them are actually in different places and stuff like this here.
Right.
And I said, well, I can't come and talk to you or anything else because of the simple fact that you guys are out of state.
Sure. But how old are those girls, like?
Well, they say that they're like 18, 19 years old, but they're that. You
Really?
can tell that just by the way they're talking.
How old do you think they are?
They're probably about 13, 14 years old.
Okay. Is it just how they kind of carry themselves and all that? Okay. So so I'm curious, because obviously is just going way out of bounds with some of the stuff she was saying. Do those girls also on Gage try to flirt with you and try to say all that crazy stuff to you as well?
Yeah.
What do they try to say?
They said, well, why don't you come and actually have me and stuff like that? No.
What? Oh. So you're telling me there's 13, 14-year-olds that have hit you up online asking you to have sex with them?
Oh, yeah.
When did that start?
This started a couple of years ago.
No way.
Oh, yeah.
What platforms are these kids using to try to...
Facebook.
No way.
Yep.
It's that easy?
Facebook, and they're also on, what's the other one? TikTok.
Facebook and TikTok?
Yeah.
So do they just kind of find you? How do they even try to do this shit?
The thing is they go and they try to find they turn around and stuff and send a request to you.
Okay.
As a friend.
Right.
Okay, and then once you do that, then they start talking and stuff like that.
Right.
So,
That's interesting. So, I mean, this has been going on for... So you've known about this phenomenon with these kids for a couple of years? Oh, my God. What's like the one that's tried to talk to you?
the youngest one started talking to me and stuff. Actually, it would have been Gabby or stuff.
And the other ones were a little bit older, like 13,
Yeah.
14. Do these... I can't imagine you asking for this, but are some of these kids crazy enough to even send and all that crazy shit?
They've never tried to send it to me or anything.
No, I know, like you haven't asked, but I mean, have they just done that to you randomly without you even asking? No, got it. Geez, well, how many of these kids do you think have tried to flirt with you and try to talk all this crazy
I
stuff?
couldn't even tell you.
Like, is it that common? If you had to ballpark it, what do you think? Like, is it hundreds we're talking, or?
Probably about between 50 and 75.
What? I mean, that's tragic. But and that's in all in the past couple of years. Wow. Geez Louise. Any of them local here in town? No. I see. So I got to ask, because obviously, we saw the messages with. I get it. People can play along to kind of prove a point, and Beyond Scared Straight. We've all seen that show before, but
yeah, I mean, I don't want to get in trouble or anything.
no, we don't think you should.
But even in the message you said, I don't want to go to jail, things like that. So that's how we know, you
Right. Well, so the thing is, like I said, I was playing along with it or something. But the thing is, I don't really want to see people that actually get back to their life and stuff and end up causing something else to happen.
Just curious, what did they kind of accuse you of to kind of get you? I mean, obviously it was back in '93. How long did you do in prison for that?
I had been over in '93.
That's just public record.
I was accused of, but the problem was there wasn't no physical proof of it.
Oh,
The girls and stuff said I did this, but the problem was stuff there wasn't no physical proof. There wasn't no doctor's report, no nothing.
right. I see. And you were 24. They were what? I think 13.
Yeah.
Okay. And so there was how many girls were kind of accusing you of doing that stuff?
There were all family members. There was 4 of them.
4 of them. And so I think did you do like? Is it crazy to say he was in there for like 14 years for that?
No.
How many years did you do for that?
I did 7.5.
7.5.
And I learned my lesson back then and stuff. No.
Right.
So I need to do something to try to keep these guys from doing this.
Right. Well, I think it would be fair to say that there was some playing into it with by just kind of reciprocating what she was saying and just talking all that stuff. To kind of teach his other girls a lesson, did you kind of do the same with his other girls that were trying to talk crazy, like just kind of play into it, just get... Okay. Okay. So these other girls were talking to you, just talk to them for whatever reason?
Oh, yeah.
Okay. That's normal. I mean, it's internet. I mean, we're guys. But, yeah, it's kind of cold out here, Jeff. We do want to go over some more things, but obviously we trust you enough that we can just resolve it with a conversation. Do you just want to go in the comfort of your own home? Do you live with anybody?
I live with my wife.
Oh, is she asleep right now?
Well, when they had wanted me to come over here and stuff like that, I was actually going to go to the hospital because I got a migraine headache. That's why I started to get real dizzy for a while.
Oh, okay.
Stuff like that. So that's why I was.
How long have you been married?
Oh, going on 7 years.
7.
Congrats. Well, we can go, if you're dizzy, you just want to meet kind of like at a gas station or something where it's a little bit warmer, or is here good, or?
I'm good. I mean, I was heading over like I said, I was going over the hospital.
We just look at this as, with what we have, some people could take it the wrong way. You know what I mean?
Right.
I think kind of, I didn't, like say, I'm a high school dropout, he's a college dropout, we don't like to read. But from what we've seen, people could take that the wrong way. We want to kind of figure out context.
Right.
And because we don't want to escalate this any further than us kind of talk. And that's why we're saying, get out of the cold, we can go to the gas station or something. I didn't know you were married, so we definitely don't want to bring this to your home with your wife and stuff.
It's
she could even get the wrong idea.
Well, the whole thing is, I appreciate you guys talking and stuff like this, but the thing is and stuff like I said, I wasn't going to do anything with her or anything else. I want to try to get where these guys will stop. I mean, every time I turn around, I see on the news, I see in the paper and stuff like that, where this stuff is constantly going on.
Right. Does your wife know about at all?
No.
Got it. Does your wife know about these other ladies under 18 trying to message you and all that type of stuff? So you tell her about that?
Yeah, I told her. I've been honest with her. So.
Okay.
The thing is, this stuff is, I don't want to do nothing.
Right.
I mean, when it was done with the point of them other girls and stuff like this here. I found out later on when I was actually in prison and stuff that my wife at the time actually put the girls up to doing this.
That's insane. Yeah. A lot of manipulation there.
And my first wife stuff, my first ex-wife stuff, she had just now passed away this year.
Yeah.
So,
yeah, because like I said, I've got her phone here. So basically what we do is get Detectives USA, and I run the site organization Internet Intervention Advocates. And we look at some of these messages here, just on your end, kind of said, do you want me to take your pregnant? Do you have any photos of you in bra and panties that I can see?
but that's just playing into everybody.
Right. So I want to touch back on that. Do you have any photos of bra and panties you can see? Because I'm not gonna. Well, no, I get you, but I'm not gonna lie and say I have 75 other times where people have messaged you that were like this, and I appreciate you being honest about it. But we have seen other messages where kind of those same types of pictures are asked for, sometimes asking for of them and all that type of stuff. So that's what I wanted to ask. Like, what's the point of kind of asking other girls for too?
I don't know. I mean, it's not. I don't know why guys would even do it.
But I'm saying it's happened on your end before, of kind of with your messages saying that to them.
Well, I was just playing along with them.
Right. Is there maybe a chance that you're just seeing like how crazy they can possibly get and seeing how far they go? Okay. So out of all the girls, like I know it's not zero, but I know it's on all of them. I mean, how many of these ladies under 18 have been dumb enough or just stupid enough or crazy enough or to kind of send those pics your way?
One or two, I think.
Okay. What kind of picture they sent like that?
It's just where they're standing there with their ball and standing in their underwear.
And these are like 13, 14-year-olds?
They say they are, but the pictures and stuff that they send stuff.
Okay, that's fair. So you say you want to stop this stuff, and I believe you. We wouldn't be standing here in front of you if we thought that wasn't the case. But you have that app, Zangy?
I might have it.
I mean, you kind of were messaging her on it. So.
Yeah, the one.
Oh, yeah, that one, yeah.
Do you have a Telegram at all?
No, not that I know of.
Telegram, okay. How often, or have you ever come across like adults that have been trying to? And I don't even want to say it because I know it's unpleasant to all of us. But have you come across adults online that have tried to kind of advertise that they have girls they have pics of and stuff like that? No. Okay. Yeah. So so you've been with your wife for 7 years? Got it. How'd y'all meet?
Well, I went to school with her for years.
Okay. So y'all kind of like
actually, me and her's got actually a daughter together.
Oh, y'all just had one recently?
No. We had a daughter back when we was in high school.
Oh, I see. Got it. So you just got back with her pretty recently. Nice, man. Do y'all have like any fights at home or anything, or no? Smooth sailing. Where does she think you are right now?
Well, I told her I was going to the hospital. And that's why I was getting ready to go back to it, because I'm starting to get lightheaded again. I got a migraine headache that I've had for the last 2 weeks.
Jeez,
and I can't get rid of it.
Got it.
Yeah, and like I said, we want to make sure you get there and stuff. But it's like I say, we're just trying to get some clarity on some of this because, I mean, just this little bit I've done reading here, it's kind of looking like more on your side of the more like I don't want to say aggressor because I don't think you're a aggressor, but you said you got a small, you have hair on it. Is it small?
That's just common. I mean, that's just.
I don't know if you'd want me to put my big if you're small because it could.
Right, that's just the conversation I was having.
Right. Jeff, and like I say, with your circumstances and stuff, like I said when you came, I truly don't think you came here to hurt her. Do I think maybe we had a little relapse and got a little bit carried away? Absolutely. I don't think you would have hurt her. I think anything that was going to happen today was, I would say, be up to her. If she said no, you were going to. I think you would have said no. If she said no, you would have been like, okay, that's fine. It's. Like I said, I think it was going to be left up to her with what kind of happened today.
I gotta go. My head's starting to hurt real bad again.
Well, Jeff, like I said, we got to figure this out because if with our organization, if we escalate it to our superiors, our kind of help for you, kind of stops.
Okay. So what do you want to do?
Well, that's the thing, Jeff. So what we're trying to do is trying to pinpoint like what brought you here, because I absolutely believe that you've helped girls out online before, that you've wanted to do right by them. But this was kind of a month-long conversation. This is kind of like a month-long conversation that's been that's been happening, and I don't know if like your life with your wife at home isn't the best or whatever. I know you all are getting up there in age, but the second one today. That's weird. I thought only 49ers quarterbacks did that, not the Bears. But
Bears fan, huh?
Yeah. How do you like Caleb Williams?
Huh?
How do you like Caleb Williams? Yeah.
Because, like I say, I mean, we could take, a lot of people, like I said, your wife, a lot of people would take this as, you know, Jeff came here to meet her and was getting ready to walk inside and kind of go through with the action that you kind of talked about. And we want to get clarity that, you know, you're not a bad person, because, like I say, being on the registry, being you got 4 past victims.
At least that's what they say about you.
They say. I mean, we're not the judge of the jury on that, but like I think we just have a little bit of relapse, and I don't think it's you wanting this stuff. I think you got back. Are you just curious? Are you supposed to be online? Is that?
Yeah, I can be online.
You could be on Facebook and stuff.
Right. So Jeff, kind of what we wanted to get a gauge of is when you were in person with her here a couple minutes ago, there was no talk about you shouldn't be doing this. There's no talk about.
I had just walked up there, and then that's when you come up there.
Right, but there was no talk of that in any of the messages or anything like that.
Because I
right, but
do that till I talk to her.
well, what? Right, but we have a 5 a.m. meeting right now. It's not like you're meeting in broad daylight at noon where everybody's out and about. So that's what I want to ask, because the last thing I want to paint you as is, you know, you're just waiting till 5 a.m. because.
No, she texted me and told me that she fell asleep and asked me if I was still coming over.
Right, and then a whim you did. So, and you don't have to answer this if it's personal, but like, how's kind of y'all's life at home with your wife?
It's fine.
It's fine. Is it as much as you want, or?
Yeah.
Okay.
If I want, it's not there.
Okay. Well, I know marriage is hard to stay committed, especially nowadays with how easy the internet can dangle shit in front of you. And she doesn't know we're here right now. So look, I mean, we're not argumentative people. We don't want to just go back and forth with you of, oh, you were going to do this, I wasn't going to do this, blah, blah, blah. I mean, the messages speak for itself. The messages answer that question already, that one way or another, this was going to be the first time that somebody in 18 and you were going to do some stuff together. I personally read some of the court documents from 1993. I don't believe a thing of it at all. I don't think you did it in 1993, personally.
I didn't. That's the whole point.
Right. Yeah. So I think this was going to be the first time. And obviously it was. So we're trying to get a gauge of, realistically, the plan was to go into her house and do whatever was said. But we're trying to figure out, like, we're not going to I was just going to talk to her, teach her a lesson at 5 a.m. when nobody's around. And, talking about getting in trouble and stuff. I mean, you're not a bullshitter. You're a pretty straight shooter. And we're straight shooters, too. So let's just throw that out of the way because it's just not relevant to anything. But what we're trying to figure out is, is this something that you truly just wanted to go all the way with no matter what she was going to do?
No,
is this something that you were going to leave up to her? That's what we're trying to get a gauge of, because the question's already answered of, hey, some shit was going to go down, but we just want to know, like, was it going to be 2 parties consenting to it? Was it going to be you forcing it? Was it going to be her decision?
No, I mean, that's the reason why I told her so, that it was going to be a argument.
Okay, fair enough. So what was going to be left up to her?
Whatever she wanted to do, that was it.
Okay.
But that was it.
Okay, so the farthest Jeff would have gone tonight, or this morning, is as far as he wants to go. Is that correct?
Basically.
Okay. So so nothing would have been like forced or anything? No. Okay. So the farthest you could have potentially gone this morning is just straight on 2 parties agreeing consensual.
Yeah.
Okay. Were you hoping this was going to be a one-time thing? Or were you hoping to develop some friendship with her? Or?
No, it's because I really didn't even know where somebody was here. And honestly, at first and stuff, all I wanted to do was just meet her and talk to her and stuff like this here.
Okay.
And then go from there.
Okay. So did you have any plans after today with her? Or did you know for sure what was going to happen after today with her? Or? Okay. Were you open to anything with her? Or were you, what were you hoping with her, like, after today?
Well, just to be friends with her, really.
Okay. So you did no pump and dump here, just kind of hopefully we build a friendship or something like that? Okay, that's cool. Were you ever going to introduce her to your wife?
Eventually, I probably would have.
Okay, how do you think your wife would have felt about that?
My wife probably wouldn't have liked it.
Okay. I'm just going to ask you this, again, because straight shooter to straight shooter, do you think you f***ed up today?
Oh, yeah.
Okay. All right, I think we ought to order the. I'm starving. Does Secks even still have fried pickles?
Huh?
Does Secks even have fried pickles still?
I think they got deep fried Skittles.
Right. So I want to ask, was there?
Do you want you guys to order the?
Yeah, well, I guess it's your turn to have the
All right,
candy.
so, so we'll order this
Okay, that's
freeze dried Skittles.
yeah.
Yeah. You always get to order.
I know. Pick your voice slop.
So, yeah, because like I said, and I just want to shake your hand again for just, kind of honest about it. And that's a big
Well,
thing.
the whole thing is stuff. I don't want to get back into trouble.
No, absolutely not.
Is that why you told us you were just here to talk and all that crap? Like, okay. Yeah, we're not going to judge you for wanting to get some action out of your marriage. I mean, that happens all the time, so.
But I mean, that's the whole thing. I mean, I basically wanted to meet her or something like this here, but
Was there a time in the conversation you had like a change of heart? Because I think you ended up blocking her at one time.
I did.
What kind of made you unblock?
No, I unblocked it by mistake.
Oh, okay. So you accidentally unblocked her and then reached back out to her?
Yeah.
So I just want to ask you this, and I'm not trying to antagonize or judge, because obviously if this was like a 5-year-old, it'd be a little bit of a different conversation. But this is like a teen who's developing. I get it. But what was kind of appealing about?
Well, he actually had sent a picture of her to me and stuff like this here, and it was just sort of stuff that I got attracted to. So,
Okay, she's just an attractive girl.
Yeah.
That's fair.
Was it a little bit of like maybe
well, somewhat, yeah.
like, because we talked a little bit about her and things like that, you taking it. I mean, I don't think I have. Have you ever like taken somebody's? Some people, as they get older, they.
So kind of another thing we have now. We appreciate you telling us that it wasn't going to be forced. That's huge. But the talk about getting her pregnant. I mean, what was going to happen, or what were you anticipating to happen with that?
I can't get close. Honestly, I can't.
Okay. So, was there any plan to use a condom or no? Or
Well, the thing is, I can't even get anymore.
okay. So what acts could have gone down then?
I mean, I could have had the intercourse, but I
Okay.
could have never I couldn't.
Oh, okay. So it would have just been with her without touching.
Right.
Okay.
Because I got hit in some a couple of years ago, and it kind of messed me up.
So you can't.
That's a lot of the reason right there.
Okay.
Did you bring any or anything? Because I think you did talk a little bit about you said that because you talked about you guys being in a relationship, and you asked her if you could do it, and you said that's what if she's your girlfriend, that's what boyfriend and girlfriends do.
Well, I would have, but I didn't. I mean, there was no.
There was what?
There wasn't no place open to get you there.
Oh, okay. So how kind of that went down? Like I mean, if she didn't want that, you wouldn't have done it then? I was just checking sometimes.
It's real bad.
What's kind of going on with your migraines?
I've had a migraine for the last 2 weeks. So a lot of times I got to go to the hospital and actually get a shot and stuff to get rid of it.
Shit.
You said you go to Huck's or the hospital?
No, the hospital.
Oh, shit.
What time is an appointment for that?
No, I go to the hospital at any time. No, it's the local hospital.
Oh.
What is, I'm just curious, like, how does your wife feel about, like, you kind of being on the registry? How does that?
My wife hasn't said anything about it.
She what?
She hasn't said anything even about it.
Like, but she knows, or?
Oh yeah, she knows.
Have you ever talked about what happened ever? Or
Oh yeah, we talked all the time about it.
does she know that you're telling the truth? And
Oh yeah.
got it. Is she awake right now?
No, I woke her up because I was on the hospital.
What do you think she would think about and like obviously we have no reason or want to even tell her, but what do you think she would kind of think about tonight's?
She'd probably get caught mad at me.
I just, yeah, we don't plan on telling her. Do you think that's something you'd probably talk to her about?
Yeah, I'll probably tell her about it.
I see. So we kind of want to touch on one more thing because we know you're not out here putting out photos or anything like that. But are you sure there's been nobody on Facebook that's tried to advertise or sell photos to you or anything like that, or Zangy at all?
Not that I know of.
No. Okay. Well, have you ever had to block anybody at all that you think was trying to do that or anything? Or
Not that I know of.
okay.
How did you kind of get introduced to Zangy?
Oh no, it's just another.
Right. Well, it's just not a common one. That's why I was asking. It's not like Facebook or some of the top ones. It's kind of more of a private one where people download that. So it's. Have you ever had any crazy people on Zangy messaging?
No, not really.
You on Signal or Sessions or anything like that?
Not that I know of.
He probably is awake. Let me give him a call real quick and be right back. God, warm the up. It'd be hot without the sun out, man. Are they on the way? Awesome.
I kind of have some steps that are underage kids are reaching out to you and.
Oh yeah.
Oh shit! I thought you had no. So I was just telling them, we kind of want to have a game plan in case this kind of happens again.
Well, it's not going to happen again because I'm deleting everything on Facebook. I'm deleting everything on Zane and all this stuff.
Right. Yeah, and we think you will, but Jeff, as we know, it's kind of easy to download it back, and as you're 58 years old, having social media is not a terrible thing. It's just about knowing how to use it and knowing when to leave conversations that you probably shouldn't be a part of. Going back to just a little bit while he's working on that, just what did they accuse you of doing to your family members? Just curious.
It wasn't my family member. It was my wife's.
Was it like your stepkids or?
No, it was her cousin.
Her cousins. So there was four. How old were kind of those?
The mother that accused me of this here was 13 years old, and there was one that was like 12 years old. Okay. And the thing is, the South is, like I said, there was never no physical.
Okay. What did they kind of say you did to them? Just curious. Was it
Well, they said I was.
I see. So how did they hem me up for that if they had no physical evidence? Just hearsay?
Yeah, because you had four victims that said the same thing.
Ah, shit.
That's right.
So there was four people. Has there been anybody else since you've been out or even before that's kind of accused you of that shit? So it was just those four that accused you of doing that shit. What was prison like for that? Were you in protective custody or general population? How'd that go? Was that?
I'm sorry, I didn't have a problem.
You had no problems. I just know sometimes they give you a hard time for that kind of stuff. What was kind of the plan for with the pictures you were kind of requesting of?
Just wanted to see.
Just wanted to see, and then were you gonna save those or
No.
Okay, so just kind of see them and then delete them.
Yeah, so are there any photos on your phone that might be like problematic to have, like any ladies under 18 just on there at all, or? Okay. So if it was to be looked through, like, would there be any reason anybody would say, oh, Jeff, why would you have this photo? You should probably get rid of it, anything like that? Okay.
How many other girls kind of under 18 have you recently like ran across on Facebook?
Two or three of them.
2 or 3 of them, yeah.
And I haven't even talked to them. I deleted them and everything else a long time ago.
So that was the only one that was very recent?
Yeah.
Okay.
Do you think maybe there's like a addiction or something?
No, not that.
Because we notice sometimes, like today's it's toxic and it warps minds of like the dad stepdaughter and it could kind of give reasoning to why we're here today when mom's at work and we're at her house. To kind of go through with these acts. And just curious, Jeff, like, what do you think the end result should be today? And just completely curious.
As in the sense of what?
Well, just like, what do you think, like, the game plan moving forward should be? Like, how do we know that, like, we're not going to see Jeff again?
I need my word.
Well, yeah, so you would just kind of say, like, your word is your bond, or?
Yep.
Oh, shit. Probably because we're parked in their driveway.
Yeah, it's probably has to
I'll
be
tell you
that.
one thing is, if they stop here, we'll vouch for you, tell me you're talking.
Yeah, we're really good.
We're really good at
Do you want to vouch?
Yeah.
Okay, go vouch.
I'll just like, hey, we're just standing here. I don't know, maybe we can just go in and out. Scary me.
I'm just.
You got that freaking ticket taken care of. Taking you.
Oh, it's Class A misdemeanor.
You guys called the police.
How would I have called them?
We've been standing here.
Yeah. I wish, like, telepathically.
Yeah. Telepathically, we'd be pretty good at that. Howdy, officers.
Come on.
Yeah, I mean, we're just sitting here having a conversation with Jeff, and Jeff, this is probably the last time you're going to come to an 11-year-old's house, middle of the night for last time doing that, right? You said that tonight was going to, or this morning was going to be consensual. You weren't going to force anything. Anything you guys did was just going to be up to her. And you drove here, you parked, and you met with the girl here that you believed to be was 11 years old, right? It's the last time for that?
And he's also a defender as well.
Do you have messages?
Yeah, absolutely. We can provide them digitally, but
Do you guys have any paper copies or?
I don't have any paper copies.
But we can send them all digitally in 2 seconds. Yeah. And we have the video as well of him admitting he was going to do all that.
So he reached out on the application Facebook.
You got an ID on you?
He said he was telling his wife he was going to the hospital, but
You want to grab your ID?
Did he come here
Definitely
thinking
get
this
up,
was
man.
the
this was
victim's
where the
address?
11-year-old was standing. We had our decoy standing there. I drove by a couple times and it was right there and walked up to her.
I'm going to do what? Do it.
Come on, get up.
What's up, guys? It's 5 in the morning. It's our last catch of the night / morning. Another offender in Danville, Illinois. Came to meet an 11-year-old girl for previously 4 kids. That's why he's on the registry. And he said he's talked to 75 kids online. All hopefully it's another Illinois arrest for us. Full video is going to be on X for subscribers.
I really don't care.
Man, nothing happens. Get your ID, let's go.
God.
Plenty of opportunity to come back.
Where was the first contact?
Well, on Facebook Messenger, and then we tried to get on the idea, but I don't go here. I heard you're taken because you're only 12. We told him it was almost 12. Yeah, it's very important. And then tonight he said, "Are you sure you want to?" So you're going to let me? Are you my girlfriend? That's part of
all this.
Digital copies like you said. Very blatant.
Yeah.
What his intentions were here. Where do you live? It was about 5 minutes from here.
Man, just on the damn ID.
Those on the registry, sir, if you check that as well.
So you guys go in the work so I can take my car to the house. I can't leave my car here.
That's not.
Yeah, outside of Medgrade.
I don't know what they're saying, Jefferson. What's your side of things?
I'm not saying that.
You're not.
What's up, guys? This part is silent because we may or may not have been giggling at the situation happening, and that's probably something that YouTube is not going to like. So, if you want to see this whole thing uncensored, this is, of course, on locals in the pinned comment. But, yeah, that's also how we can travel the most and catch the sickest. But, yeah, me and Bikers Against Preds were just giggling a little bit too hard. And, you know, we're not allowed to laugh at certain marginalized people like MAPSs. So, yeah. Anyway, that's kind of the thing here. So, anyway, enjoy the rest of the video.
It's good fun. What's his first name?
Jeffrey.
When did that contact start?
Do you guys move your band back so we can move out of his way?
Oh, yeah. Don't get this.
Take that with me. Just hold it for me. It's not good or anything.
Yeah, I'm on small town Illinois. That takes a serious.
Jeffrey, get in the car. I got some stuff. We missed you late in the car. If you just call me, tell me.
Jeffrey, get in the
First minute auditor. Alright guys, be sure to join locals in the pinned comment. It really helps us out. Over 100 videos early and uncensored. This was Babs Catch Bikers Against Preds. His channel will be in the pinned comment. We're going to try to help grow his YouTube. And yeah, for only $10 a month, you can help us travel nationwide, travel the most, catch the sickest. tons of updates, mugshots, and tons of great videos on locals, pinned comment. This is our third catch of the night, or second of the morning, however you want to say it. 5 in the morning out here in 20-degree weather, getting these up. So, yeah.
If you want to support the predator poachers catching the sickest both near and far, go to the pinned comment. If you're on Rumble, press the red join button to see over 30 videos early and uncensored for only $10 a month. We can't do this without your help, so join our locals.